Disclaimer: this is a work of fiction created for entertainment purpose only, not affiliated with PTS or Big Hit Entertainment. Characters and storylines are fictional and for entertainment purpose only. If you are homophobic, then please just leave. Tigers Bunny promote respect and kindness. The clock had already struck 1:43 a.m. The soft ticking of the antique wall clock echoed in the silent living room, only interrupted by the occasional sigh of Kim Jungkook, who sat curled up on the velvet couch with a fluffy blanket draped over him. He was in the pastel bunny print pajamas, pouting at the front door as if it had committed a crime. Taehyung was late again. His dinner sat cold on the dining table, untouched. The candle Jungkook had lit hours ago had already burned halfway down. Just as Jungkook was about to stomp off to bed, the sound of the door unlocking echoed. He turned his head sharply, click, creak, and in stumbled Kim Taehyung, his suit slightly rumpled, tie loose around his neck and his eyes glossy with alcohol. Taehyung, baby. Taehyung slurred, a giggle escaping as he tossed his keys blindly on the console table. You are awake? I missed you so much. Jungkook stood up slowly, crossing his arms. Do I look like I'm sleeping, Mr. Kim? Taehyung blinked, freezing mid-step. Oh, Jungkook, don't oh me. Jungkook snapped, cutely stomping over. You told me you would be home by 9. I made dinner. I waited. I called you. And you came back drunk at almost 2 a.m.? Taehyung stumbled forward, arms out. I am sorry. I swear I only had a couple drinks. Jimin dragged me. Jungkook, don't come behind me, Mr. Kim. Jungkook huffed, turning away sagely. I am so mad at you. I could explode. Taehyung pouted like a kicked puppy. But who, Jungkook? No, I don't wanna hear it. Jungkook yelled, pointing a firm finger before storming off. I'm going to our room, alone. He stormed away with little bunny steps, slamming the bedroom door. Taehyung stood there for a moment, processing the cute wrath he just endured. Then he smirked. Taehyung, all right, baby, he whispered to himself. Challenge accepted. A few minutes later, Jungkook was curled up in bed, pretending to be asleep, but his ears twitched when he heard the door creak open. Then footsteps, slow, soft, burn. Teasing. Jungkook, go away. Jungkook murmurs, facing the wall. Taehyung, can't. You are too irresistible when you are mad. Taehyung whispered. The bed tipped behind him and strong arms slid around his waist. Jungkook, you smell like whiskey. Ew. Taehyung, I can smell your shampoo better, coconut bunny. Jungkook, stop trying to flirt. Taehyung, I'm not trying. It's working already. Jungkook, it's not. Taehyung, liar. Your ears are red. Jungkook turned suddenly glaring. You are sleeping on the couch tonight. But his face was inches from Taehyung's. Their noses brushed. Taehyung leaned in and nuzzled into Jungkook's neck. I'm sorry. I'm so stupid, baby. I will make it up to you. Please don't be mad. Jungkook, you always say that. Jungkook whispers, voice a little shakier now. And I always forgive you. Taehyung kissed his collarbone. Because you love me, Jungkook, doesn't mean you get to come home drunk like this, he said, voice softening. Taehyung, I will make it up to you tonight, right now, however you want. Jungkook stared at him. You sure? Taehyung smirked. Anything. Jungkook slowly leaned in and whispered in Taehyung's ear, start by kissing me and don't stop until I'm not mad anymore. Taehyung didn't need to be told twice. Their lips met softly at first, and apologized, a longing, a please. Taehyung's hand cupped Jungkook's cheeks while the other slipped around his waist, pulling him close. Jungkook melted just a little. His fingers tangled in Taehyung's messy curls. You smell bad, he mutters between kisses. Taehyung chuckled against his lips. I will shower after I love you, senseless. The kisses the burnt tongue brushed, heart raced. Taehyung pushed Jungkook gently onto his back, hovering above him. His thumb rubbed soothing circle over Jungkook's side, while his lips trailed kisses down his jaws, neck, and chest. Taehyung, still mad? He asked huskily. Jungkook gasped softly. Maybe. Taehyung, then I will keep going, mommy. Jungkook's entire body flushed. What did you just call me? Taehyung, mommy. Taehyung chuckled, eyes glowing with amusement. Only mine. Jungkook hid his face in a pillow, but the sound of Taehyung's playful growl made him shiver. Taehyung, you can't hide now. Taehyung gently made Jungkook lie down completely, pulling the blanket away to reveal his small frame in those bunny pajamas. He hovered over him like a predator, savoring every second before devouring his prey with love. He started with a soft kiss on Jungkook's forehead, then his nose, then his lips. One for each hour. I made you wait, mommy, he whispered between kisses. Jungkook gasped when Taehyung's mouth moved to his neck, softly then harder, leaving red blooming marks on his pale skin. His hands glided under Jungkook's shirt, fingertips tracing the delicate skin of his stomach. Hubby, Jungkook whispered, voice trembling. Taehyung, baby, Taehyung too, let me worship you. He peeled Jungkook's shirt off slowly, deliberately, like he was unwrapping a precious gift. Jungkook lifted his arm shyly, letting Taehyung undress him. He screamed when Taehyung's lips started trailing down his collarbone, his chest over each rib like he was memorizing him with his mouth. Jungkook arched up slightly when Taehyung's lips found a sensitive spot just above his, biting his lips. Taehyung, don't do that. Taehyung growled against his skin. Don't hide those sounds. Let me hear my mommy beg. Jungkook, you are so embarrassing. Jungkook mumbles, face fully crimson now. Taehyung, cute and mad, dangerous combo. Taehyung kissed his way down slowly, slipping Jungkook's pajamas off, fingers brushing over every inch of exposed skin. Jungkook trembled under him, breath catching chest, having his breath Jungkook's head gently settling between them, keeping eye contact that sent Jungkook's heart flutter in his chest like a bird in a cage. Taehyung, I love you. Taehyung murmurs, his hand intertwined, whining with Jungkook's, all of you, and then he began slow, deep kisses over Jungkook's thighs, down his stomach, dragging soft, and gasped from his trembling husband. Jungkook's finger dug into the sheets, then into Taehyung's hair, helpless against the wave of pleasure. Taehyung took his time. He mapped Jungkook's body like it was a galaxy, each kiss a star, a heartbeat. Their breath become unheaven, their hands searching, touching, feeling under their soul tangle in each other all over again. Jungkook, please, Jungkook whimpers, voice cracking. Need you. Taehyung husky voice. I'm here, mommy, always. He aligned himself, locking eyes with Jungkook, waiting for the silent nod. When it came, he moved slowly. Waiting for a silent nod. When it came, he moved slowly, gently kissing away the soft tears of pleasure that pooled in Jungkook's eyes. Their rhythm was slow, passionate. Taehyung moved like he was dancing inside Jungkook. In patient, worshipful, Jungkook wrapped him tighter, pulling him in, whispering his name like a prayer. Taehyung, faster. Taehyung asked, lips brushing his ear. Jungkook, don't stop. They made love like it was the first time, touch after touch, whisper after whisper, fingers clasped, lips brushed, heart loud, and when they came undone together, it was with Taehyung. Jungkook's name into his neck, and Jungkook crying out his husband's name like he belonged to him because he did. Taehyung clapped beside Jungkook, breathless, his hand brushing the sweaty hair of his baby's forehead. Jungkook curled into him, clinging tightly. Taehyung, you are still mad, Taehyung whispered. Jungkook sniffed, burying his face into his chest. Just a little. Taehyung smiled and kissed his forehead. Then I will keep making up for it every single day. And Jungkook, he believed him, because when Taehyung held him like that, kissed him like that, loved him like that, how could he stay mad? The golden morning sunlight peeked through the shade curtains, casting a soft glow across the room. The air still smelled faintly of Taehyung's prolonged and last night's love, sweat, skin, and forgiveness. Jungkook stirred first. His body arched deliciously, every muscles reminding him of how thoroughly he was loved. He lay tangled in their bedsheet, bare skin beneath him, with Taehyung's strong arm wrapped protectively over his waist, and his face buried in Jungkook's neck, snoring cutely. The corners of Jungkook's lips curled up. Jungkook, he looked over and whispered playfully, yeah, Mr. Kim, wake up before I start being mad again. Taehyung groaned, voice deep and raspy. Don't you dare, mommy. I barely survived your breath last time. Jungkook turned around slowly, facing his husband. Then why did you keep calling me your mommy while like a beast. Theon opened one eye, smirked, because you are my mommy, and so reactive when I. He leaned in and whispered, "Stuff, you fool." Jungkook, Kim Theon. Jungkook slapped his chest, blushing bright red. "You are not allowed to say things like that this early." Theon only laughed, pulling Jungkook closer. "You were so cute last night." He murmurs against Jungkook's ear, pouting, scolding me in those bunny pajamas. Then my name like a good little baby boy under me. Jungkook whimpers, hiding his face again. "Don't tease," he mutters, screaming in embarrassment. "Theon." "Why not?" Theon rolled on top of him, hovering once again with that same mischievous glint in his eyes. "You are mine. I get to tease my mommy whenever I want." Jungkook, "You are shameless." Theon, "You love it." Jungkook looked up, lips pouting again. "I love you." That made Theon pause, his expression softening. "Theon, I love you more, love, even when you are mad, even when you shout, even when you won't let me sleep on the bed. You are my everything." Jungkook leaned up and kissed him sweetly, a soft sign leaving his lips. "Don't come home drunk like that again," he whispered. "It really scared me." Theon nodded, guilt flickering in his eyes. "Never again, I swear." They stayed in the moment, lips brushing, bodies warm under the covers. Then Jungkook's stomach growled loud enough to echo. "Theon, you didn't eat dinner last night, did you?" Theon asked with a smirk. Jungkook, "No." Jungkook pouted. "Someone ruined the mood." Theon kissed his nose and sat up. "I will fix it. Breakfast in bed for my baby." "Jungkook, you better. And don't burn the kitchen again." Theon, "No promises, mommy." Theon sang, hopping out of the bed in just his boxers, winking over his shoulder. "But I do promise dessert later, you." Jungkook threw a pillow at him, laughing. "You are unbelievable, Theon." Catch it, grinning. "Unbelievably yours." 30 minutes later, Jungkook sat in bed wrapped in the same fluffy blanket, watching his husband bring a tray of pancakes, whipped cream, strawberries, and a cup of hot cocoa with bunny marshmallows floating on top. Theon placed it carefully on Jungkook's lap, then leaned down to kiss his forehead. "Theon, bon appetit, mommy." Jungkook blushed again. He sipped the cocoa, bit into a strawberry, and mumbles, "You are lucky I love you." Theon climbed into bed beside him, pulling him onto his lap. "I will keep reminding you every day, in every way."